I was thinking about this conduct.
Yes, but is it Dhamma?
I'm asking about something like conduct in the conceptual sense, like good behavior, you know.
Yes, but without citta, can there be behavior?
No, it cannot be. Without citta, cannot be.
And the absolute truth is that actually what is there is not anyone at all, and it does not belong to anyone either, because it's just there. But ignorance is there, thinking about many, many things, not understanding what is there from moment to moment. Is this a point just to listen to the story about it, or to understand the truth, the absolute truth of this very moment? Because if it is not understood in this life, how can there be more understanding after this life? That's why it has to be started, begin to understand the truth from moment to moment, because without that, there cannot be what we say, behavior or situation or maybe any happening at all. So the point is understanding. This is the most important. Otherwise, we just think about many, many things with the idea of something and I all the time, not only in this life, but on and on and on, as we have studied or haven't heard before at all. The same, no matter we heard about the eye sense, the seeing and so on, but no understanding of the truth of it. So what's the use? Just talk about that, which is now here and there, which can be directly understood as it is, not as what we take it for something all the time, even good behavior.
Somehow I think I'm not ready yet to understand Paramattha Dhamma, and I was thinking maybe I'm supposed to be good guy, be more good person, like in conventional sense.
What about to be good guy, but no understanding of the truth from life?
But at least you don't make a bad karma, you know, so maybe reborn in a better place.
That's why we should think of something, not the truth of that which is now appearing. And when there can be the moment of understanding the absolute truth, which is now appearing, this is the point. Because life is just only in a moment only. If there's not this moment, can there be any life? But from moment to moment is there, by conditions and ignorance and wrong understanding from life to life. That's why it's the time now to begin to see the value of understanding the truth, which is so very, very deeply rooted, very, very subtle, the attachment and ignorance about it. Even there is a reality appearing right now, and we are talking about it. But still, what is subtle is the characteristic which is there, as not we have heard before, as no thing in it, no one in it. What is there? It's just a moment. This is so very short and then gone. Is this not true? And it has to be like this. Never change. Nobody can change it. But there can be the understanding of the truth, to have less ignorance and less clinging, even to be a good guy. One can be, as one thinks, the best in life, but no understanding of the truth. And it has to be like this, eons and eons, on and on and on. And who can change the conditions for any moment to arise? Unwholesome or behavior, bad or good, see, by conditions. But if there is the understanding of conditions, there can be more conditions to be good guy. Not to try to be without understanding. Impossible, because not understanding conditions for such reality. So one thinks one can do, and one would try. But actually, what is there? More ignorance, more attachment, and more akusala in different manners. As we call bad guy, see, by conditions. So only understanding can condition moment of changing from ignorance and unwholesome moments into more understanding, little by little, better behavior, little by little, by understanding, not by one try so hard to do, which is impossible. So the best thing in life is to understand the truth, because understanding the truth cannot bring any sorrow or bad behavior or anything at all, but not as it should be, the understanding of the truth. So the behavior follow the ignorance and attachment. So the best thing in life is the moment of hearing about what is there and understanding the subtlety of what is said, as what is there now is conditioned. See, no one can make seeing arise, hearing to arise, and anything arise at all. But it's there already by conditions, and ignorance and attachment take it for something from time to time, from moment to moment in life, years and years ago, and on. It's still there, ignorance of the truth of what is now appearing. That's why hearing, just to know the deep condition for any behavior, the accumulation of such and such, uncontrollable, because it's there already. But right understanding begins to understand, and developing the understanding that the understanding only can condition moment of realization, the truth of what is there, which is so very subtle. But it can be, from moment to moment, understanding it a little better, like absorbing the understanding in order to clean up the accumulation of unwholesomeness, so much uncomparable at all, how much it is. So even at this moment, it does not show up. But when the words and the speech and deeds are there, it can be understood at what condition that, not me, because one tries to be good, but what condition such unwholesome moments, wholesome behavior, unwholesome speech and deeds, see, by conditions. So the point is, in order to try to have less, there must be more understanding of the truth, and that is the only way. Because panya, right understanding, does not hurt. It brings more understanding, leading to more wholesome moments in life, until the realization of the truth, which is now as deep as it is, will be revealed by panya. It appears well. So even just the word well is very subtle too, because it seems like whatever it seems clear, no understanding of the truth. How can it be clear? It just passes on and on, never stay at all, gone any moment, unknown, and that is the truth. So thus it appears well as it is. So what is meant by appears well means panya, understand it. So it appears as it is, little by little, until the truth is there to be realized any time by conditions. And this is the subtlety of the fourth noble truth, the path leading to understand what is there now as it is, because the first truth is the arising and falling away, the impermanence of everything. But it's not now, because it seems that everything does not arise and fall away at all. It's there all the time. So to consider the truth and the condition for it, and understand that ignorance cannot condition the good behavior at all. Only the wholesome realities which develops little by little from moment to moment until panya is there. So the panya does not kill. So the panya does not do wrong deeds. Because Sotapanna has no doubt about what is there at all.
Right.
So how can there be killing? Because the understanding of whatever is there is conditioned by many, many conditions, including karma too. So why do we kill? That person has conditions to be such and such, wholesome or unwholesome, pleasant feeling, pleasant situation or unpleasant situation, by conditions, just to have metta, that anyone who do wrong and have such and such behavior, by conditions. So the best to be is at that very moment. Don't have that one's own chitta to be unwholesome, but to be kind, to have compassion, to help, because this is the best thing in life. Help the others to understand the truth. Otherwise, no matter one helps by way of many things, and it can just be satisfied for a very, very short moment and then gone. But the understanding of the truth can develop on and on until one day it appears as it is, that no eye, even that moment of understanding or listening now or seeing now, very natural. That's right. If it's not the understanding of what is there now, it's useless. No matter what word, it doesn't lead to understanding what is there. So what is the use? But from hearing and one understand the behavior, good behavior, or what is what, but the absolute truth, what is there? No one, only different varieties. Chitta performs its function. Cetasika, each one performs its function. It arises by conditions to perform its function when it's nama. Each nama, the reality which can experience an object, experience the object by different manners, different functions. So no one. Otherwise there must be ignorance and clinging on and on and on and on, endlessly. Samsara goes on. Cannot get away from the way it is. The cycle of just seeing again, hearing again, thinking again, eating again, doing anything again and again and again, and then gone. Even there's no thinking about that. Even now, we don't think about the other things just a moment ago. But we think about whatever from now on, usually, see, and not understanding whatever even thinking is conditioned to think only that, not other subject or story at all. And this is life so true. Nobody can change the way. No one, but it's the unknown. Because ignorance of the characteristic which appears, take it for something very permanent. I see my body, my hand, the others, the world, things around. Without seeing, can there be anything like without thinking of?
We're taking out things out of visible objects.
And what is the absolute truth? Shouldn't be known.
Yes, of course. If this is possible by Panya only and Sati, it can know, not to us, yeah?
That's why Panya is not just a word, it represents a reality
I know.
which can understand the truth of what is there, according to conditions, very little or more, little more, or strong enough to let go the idea of self, not just by thinking, but by directly experience the truth. Otherwise, there cannot be the eradication of ignorance and wrong understanding. That's why from being worldly people to be Asotapanna, not by the name, but by the nature of Panya, of that degree that can directly experience what is there. Firstly, from hearing about it, consider carefully about the truth. And that moment, it's no one, no disturbing, because it's a moment of understanding. But later on, conditions for such and such realities arising by conditions, and ignorance still not understand anything at all. But at moment of beginning to hear about the truth, there can be moment of considering that it's so true, even just that which is seen. See, if we don't say enough, we just pass on. Okay, is it seen? What is seen? It's the object of seeing, that's all. But actually, it's not only that. It's that to be directly experience the truth too. Otherwise, one just believes. What about the understanding? But understanding is not believing wrongly, but it understands the truth of it. And there are many, like we say, Cetasikas performing the function at that very moment, considering and so on, and Vitakka and so on. And they are working now, even right now, no one at all. So we hear it again and again and again until it absorbs, just like the akusala oozes at once when it's seen, as the 3 moments seeing, but the panya develops in different way. It just begins to think and understand and absorb the truth little by little until no one can change the panya, which understands the truth, that it should be, it has to be, and it could be directly experienced. That's why hearing more, and at that moment, no one, but different Cetasikas, many realities arising and falling away by conditions. That's all. Until even right now, it's not me. Whatever in life, from moment of waking up until falling fast asleep, by conditions, no one at all. And understanding can understand. And when it understands this, it knows that as long as there is still ignorance and attachment, one cannot be good guy. And the best is not just being good, more than that, with right understanding. And understanding change the way that one used to live as before, because it understands, it knows what is there, what is wrong and what is right, what is wholesome and what is unwholesome, and it's not anyone at all, anything, only conditioned reality arising and falling away, like the fire, just keep on by conditions. As long as there are conditions, no one can stop it. Each moment. And sometimes in Tipitaka it says that akusala is just like the fire. It burns unknown. That's why there is the understanding of the truth. Panya, right understanding, can understand the meaning of the words of the Buddha. Very, very subtle, talking about now what is there. Because if we don't pay attention to this moment, it's gone. So it doesn't matter that which has gone. What about now? And now, and now, and now, and now, until it appears as it arises and falling away, and followed by other moments, different realities by conditions. And this is life, from life to life, depending on conditions, to be such and such as we take for person or behavior.